Hey guys, I just wanted to take a moment to inspire you to do great things with small things. Now here we have something that's pretty kind of loud and would draw attention, right? But here in process are some precious little butterflies, and they're small. But think of how much a butterfly inspires you when it flies through the air past you, or at least most of it does. So I'm putting this aside, and we'll maybe post a lesson on that later. Now let's start small. I found a stamp that I liked, and you can't really see it. There you go. And I used this India ink. I'm not going to do all this because it takes time if I do it in front of you. And stamped it on these first, and then I got an idea later, do some flowers. So all of this will be on the You're Created to Create Supplies Facebook page. So you can go there and kind of figure out how to get it if you want it. So here's this metal. You could do it, you could do it with paper, you could do it with cardstock. Art and blessing others is not about the best supplies. Remember that. I started very small with simple things. Actually trash. That's another day. So here we go. I'm gonna go and zoom in. I used these, I prefer the Amazon permanent markers. Let's see, let me rearrange this. Hold on a second. Get closer. I prefer the Amazon Basics, and that'll be on my website. So here I have these sweet little butterflies, and I will be cutting them out and putting a little message on the back. But I love stickles. I just do. So I'm going to add a little bit to these. I really don't need to video myself doing this, but I will say there is a slight art to it. You don't want it to come out too clumpy like it just did. I don't know if you can see on your screen. You just need a dab, kind of like kindness. It just takes a dab. That's a little too thick, and that's okay. So when I use these, I basically just put a little bit of pressure, and I just do a little dot, dot, dot. You don't want to waste this glitter glue because it's not as cheap as the cheaper kind. So I just feel like this glitter is really eye-catching. It's great if people are walking by. The metal foil in itself will catch people's attention, and I love it because I'm going to put some of these outside somewhere. And when it gets rainy in the near future, which it's supposed to rain here in the Houston area, it will withstand the elements if someone does not pick one of these up before the rain. So my biggest passion above teaching art is to encourage you and to encourage you to encourage others. So go ahead, and you can either, if you have some stamp supplies, great. If not, I'm gonna do a quick little lesson, very basic lesson on how to make a butterfly. Now I'm going to encourage you to be perfectly imperfect. Okay. So you can either use the big Sharpie, it doesn't need to be a permanent marker, or you can use, it needs to be a permanent marker, bottom line, unless you want to do like embossed foil, which is what this is like, and it's still in the end when you color it needs to be permanent. So note to self, do not use washable markers on this project. All right, so here we go. This is really basic. It's something I did with my kindergartners. You make like a hot dog, and then I would make a little point right in the center, so halfway down. And then I would make a line going this way. This is a diagonal line. Diagonal. I am not going to try to correct too many of my mistakes, but I might make one on purpose. But again, always, I always see flaws when I'm working, but I just keep going. Okay. And so that point in the middle, I made my diagonal line, I made a curve, and then I came back down. And then here I would come somewhere in here and make an arc. Push past the lies in your head. I will say that to my last breath to my precious creatives. Okay, I don't like it. Okay, I do better with erasers, but hey, we're gonna go with it. I haven't done this in probably 7 years, drawn this butterfly. All right, and I want to make sure that you can see that, yes. Now I'm going to go and do it a different way to make it even simpler. Okay, find your middle point, come here, and then you can just make like a bumpy line, and then another one. Okay, that's another way you can do it. I do much better if I have a sample in front of me. Actually, I could be using that on my next one. So just know that it just takes practice. And oh, see? None of these are that beautiful. You wouldn't know that I actually can draw pretty well. Okay, it's also on metal, but anyways. All right, we're gonna try it one more time. This is just to give different options. Okay, find your middle point, And actually, when I look up here, can you see from there? Yeah, up here it's a little bit higher than the middle point. So I'm gonna study this. I don't know if you can see, I'm looking at this. I go up, then make that little curve, down like here. And here I'm noting it starts right about here. And then I'm not gonna start with that wavy line. I'm gonna bring it in later. Then I'll come back and blend it in. All right. Feels a little stiff to my eyes, but you know, it's really about blessing people, guys. It's not about perfection. I'm gonna turn it so I can make sure you guys can you see what I'm doing? Yes. It's not about perfection. Just practice and encourage those around you, and know that your creative gifting is most powerful when you're using it to bless others. Okay, again, I wish I had an eraser, but I'm not gonna let myself erase. That's actually one of the themes in one of my books. Okay, so there's a limit to perfection, but God's word is boundless. And if you don't know the love of God yet, I'm gonna just tell you that the way you can translate that is there's a limit to perfection, but encouragement and kindness is boundless. So I'm not gonna finish coloring these here. I will maybe take pictures later, but just remember there's power in small seeds. There's a great plan for your life, but one of the greatest purposes within every soul is the joy we can bring to the soul next to us. So enjoy. Go ahead and post some pictures of what you've done and even where you've hid them to bless others on What If Kids and Company. It's on Facebook, and I would love to see what you guys do. You finish it off with markers. I'll go ahead and do it real quickly. I guess I could add a little here. You know, the dots that you sometimes see are spots, which the master artist has put on so many beautiful things in creation. These are, I think they're called eye spots, and it tricks the predators into thinking that that's like where the head is up here, so it pokes the wrong end. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the fact behind it. So let's see, I guess I'll just make some spots here, and then I'll color them in. And I will probably forever be so honest to say that I'm so hard on myself. I'm not liking what I'm seeing, but I've learned with time that art just, it doesn't matter when you give it away. With a blessing and a kind word, it's powerful. So little artists out there and big artists, community of artists, know that you are a masterpiece, a priceless work of art. No matter what you do, no matter how well you do it or don't do it, even if you make a bad grade or you yell at your kid, you are a masterpiece, a priceless work of art. Have a great day. Bye.